What's up, guys? So what I wanted to talk about in this video was actually some of the players that have been scrutinized and disliked and all that stuff. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Because even our GM, I understand he's frustrating. He's the main guy to blame. He's obviously the guy that brings people and takes people out, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to be honest with you. The hate for Chris Greer is just astronomically ridiculous. I mean, our fan base is like that with Mike. Right now, they're all trying to get him fired and stuff, which is ridiculous. Chris Greer got a lot of shit for the Igbenogany and Austin Jackson and a couple other picks. And I'm telling you right now, both those guys, that draft looks crazy. Tua, Austin, Igbo. Those three guys, all scrutinized, all disliked, all got so much crap. I'm not. Let's get through the season first before I start crowning Austin Jackson and Igbo. But they're looking like two totally different people. Austin Jackson looked pretty good last year before he got hurt. Igbo is intercepting the ball every single practice, which is just out fucking rageous. And that draft class was everyone's pivotal explanation of how bad Chris Greer was. Okay? I had gotten in so many arguments with people about it. It's like, oh, Chris Greer's so bad. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, all our superstars on this team, all of them, have been signed or drafted by Chris Greer. Every single one. And the hate that guy gets is just ridiculous. I understand he can be frustrating not signing certain people, but that dude took so many swings. That guy is trying to make a Super Bowl team, and it shows. Building through the draft, yes, his O-line choices, not great. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say that dude knows how to draft good linemen. If Austin Jackson shows up, then that's probably the only. Rob Hunt too. Rob Hunt's pretty good too. I will say that, but it's just, and I'm sure I'm gonna get comments with, oh well, he didn't exactly, bro. He was Tannenbaum's left hand or right hand dude. I don't know why I said left. Right hand man. He helped with everything. He was literally the co-GM or like an assistant GM to Tannenbaum. So he helped with all that stuff. He just didn't get final decision. Now he has final decision, and he is slated. Waddle, Phillips. And then you got Tua, which I know that's that's a problem because people get all butt hurt, and but dude looked good last season before he got hurt. Then you got Austin Jackson. You just got so many people. I feel like Christian Wilkins, insane looking. Javon Holland, insane looking. Even Zach Sealer, which I know Zach Sealer wasn't exactly signed specifically by Chris Greer, but again, he touched every single thing that went in and out of that office. And again, he just didn't get final decision. He didn't get he could probably give his opinion. He could probably do his, due diligence and do the, scouting and all that stuff. But he at least had something to do with it. So, our wide receiver core is ridiculous. All these guys slowly coming up. Izukama. Channing Tindall looked great. You got all these guys kind of eking through, you can see the potential. You can see the diamonds that Chris Greer saw when all of us were talking smack and saying that they weren't going to be good. And, I won't lie, taking 4 years for Igbo and Austin Jackson really was a hard watch. And I'm a Dolphin fan, die hard, 20 years. I understand. It's frustrating. But at the same time, take yourself out of the seats of the stands and try to just understand, what they saw. I mean, you got to realize Austin Jackson was 20, Tua was 21 or 20, Igbo was 20. They were all super young. They all came out of college way too early, and I'm assuming that's what Greer saw. He saw kind of the foundation of these guys, and was willing to just, hey, it's going to take 3 or 4 years, but they're going to be crazy when they finally get out of it. But there's a lot of guys this year, a lot of rookies making a lot of splashes, a lot of people making bigger issues and like good issues, like being in our favor problematic. But that's all I wanted to really talk about, because I'm tired of Chris Greer getting so much crap. Bro, a lot of guys on our team, and because you can say that in past, there have been people on rosters that wouldn't start on other teams. That happens with a lot of teams. They have a safety and he's like a third string on another team. On our team, I feel like most of our defense would be starting on other teams. Ogba, other teams. Sealer, other teams. These are, even like Brandon Jones, which Brandon Jones is a starter still, but he's sharing it with Elliott. But at the same time, Elliott was a starter. Brandon Jones is a starter. Both those guys are sharing a position, and they're both starting. It's just, and even at corner, Cater, starter. Nick Needham, he's going to start as a slot somewhere else, but he's still going to fucking start. You got Cam Smith showing out. You got, obviously you got Ramsey, and you got Xavier Howard. Our whole defense, in my opinion, but maybe besides linebackers, I don't exactly know if Jerome Baker would start. He would on a lot of teams, but I feel like, there's a lot of good linebackers out there. He'd be fighting for a lot of stuff. But our entire defense, Phillips and Ogba and Chubb and all these guys would be starting on other teams, which you got to look at it from that standpoint, because that's a big thing. I can tell you maybe like 6-7 years ago, there was like 4 Dolphin defensive players that just were starters for other teams. Everyone else, you could tell they were backups. They would be, second, third string, all that crap. And our offense, I'm not going to speak for our offense because our offense is not the same as our defense. But, this is a good roster all around. And we have guys finally eking through the cracks, eking through potential, coming in, doing their job, doing it well. And I feel like adding offense being a second year with Mike McDaniel, amazing. And then you have Fangio come in, another amazing thing, because it is obviously benefiting all these guys. And I'm excited. And I hope you guys are too. I understand that loss sucks. Just watch the games, watch the players, because that's what they're doing. I'm telling you right now, that whole office isn't watching the preseason game and be like, darn. And you even saw Mike McDaniel. He was laughing about it. He was like, it was like a pain laugh, but at the same time, because I think it is a little comical how upset you guys get on preseason games. The whole point of preseason is to bring in people to the front, to bring all these guys that get outshined by Tyreek Hill and Jalen Ramsey and Holland and Christian Wilkins, especially now, and Zach Sealer. These guys are being outshined. They need an opportunity to sit in the light for a second and be like, all right, I can see them. I mean, Christian Wilkins, I've heard this on Doug's Doug's videos and Omar's his posts and stuff like that. Like, Christian Wilkins wasn't flying out of the gate as a top tier defensive lineman. Even last year, he was good, and we watched him be crazy, but the NFL did not consider him that great. Like, I think he hit top 100, which he's way better than top 100. He had the most tackles as a defensive tackle, and he was like one of the most destructive of the linemen. Like, I just don't understand. But anyway, sorry. But it's true. This year, he hit a whole other level. I don't think anyone really expected that of him. He was always kind of like, run stuffer and stuff like that. But the dude can ball, and it shows. The dude is a baller. And I'm excited. That's how you got to watch it, though. You got to let some of these guys get into it. You got to let them kind of take that step into the star. You got to let them try to be better. A-Chain has already gotten like little sprinkles. Or remember Izukama last year? Dude was slaying in preseason. And guess what? Didn't even make the starting roster. But, I'm sure he was on the practice squad, and Mike McDaniel probably was leaning in and being like, hey, man, I understand it's frustrating. Just play with us for a year. You'll be playing next year. And he probably mentioned a little bit of Debo Samuel. He probably was like, hey, man, like, I want to use you like that. I want to use you like that. Because I'm sure Izukama was getting offers out the fucking wazoo. That dude did amazing. So be patient, guys, okay? Be patient. Be calm. It's a preseason. It is a preseason game. We're still in preseason. We will sign. We will do stuff. Relax, okay? Watch the diamonds be shined, okay? Watch the diamonds be polished. It'll come. All right, guys, I appreciate you. If you watch this all the way through, I thank you so much. Please give me a sub. I'm a beginning, obviously, as you can tell, I am a beginning page. I don't edit like everyone else does quite yet until I feel like I've made enough videos to where it's worth the edit. I'm a film major, so I do a lot of edits and stuff like that, but I want to kind of show you guys that I'm just going off the cusp and going off of my mind. So please give me a sub. Please comment what you feel. Please comment if you agree or disagree. Just don't be venomous, man, because I can be a salty SOB. So just tell me if you don't agree. Tell me why you don't agree, because I don't like someone just be like, I don't agree with you. And you're like, okay, sure. But yeah, guys, I appreciate your guys' time, and I appreciate you guys watching. I'll give it a fins up. And, you know, this is, again, this is Forgotten Fins fan. And have a great day, guys. Have a great, what do I say? Have a great day, dude.